2013 Malibu. It's got the 2.5. It's an Ecotech. Customer complaint. It overheated on them. So I did pop the hood and found out the problem. It's the water pump. So I think it'd be pretty straightforward. Let's see if we can put a new water pump on. I did get a new one. I got the whole assembly. I got it right from GM. There's the part number. So we'll just put the pan on there. Over on this side, just start disconnecting stuff. Hopefully we catch it all. And the pan's under there. Let's get the upper hose off. Got another one sitting outside that's dead or died on her. I think it must be the alternator or connection or something. Maybe the belt. Alright, let's get a hose pick on this. Let's just check the oil. Let's just check the oil and see what that looks like. I never checked it, I don't think. Yeah, the oil looks fine. I don't think she overheated too bad. I don't know. We got to put the water pump in it to figure it out. She's got the decks cool. I should be able to unplug this oxygen sensor. Get the shield out of there. There we go. Alright, there's the shield. I don't know let's. Let's blow this off. It's really dirty. That's as good as we're going to get for that. Let's get these two 10mm bolts out. I think with a little wobble socket we could get them. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see, she's out. This job only calls for a little bit over an hour. I'll tell you right now, it's going to take more than a little over an hour. All right. That should be loose. Oh yeah. I can see one of the bolts, two of the bolts. Third one I cannot see. We got some kind of electrical connection on there. Let's get the new one out. It is out. It's right here. Just like that. Okay, let's just set that up here for reference. Our electrical connector's right here. Okay. Looks like I could get my pick in there. It's got a red lock tab. Alright, I got it loose. Let's grab the... Alright, if we pull down on it, which I can't, let's go get a tool. Where's the tools? Let's use this tool. I think we got it. Yep, there she's off. I think there's just a couple bolts, so let's get those bolts out, see what tools we gotta get. We definitely spilled a little bit on the floor. I'm just gonna crack this one loose, like that. Let's get the other ones out now. We'll save that easy one for last. Here's this one. That one's loose. Our next one is right under here. Just gonna have to go by feel. We're gonna need a shorter setup. So let me go get a short socket. All right, it's right according to that one. Now am I too short? Too short. We need a 1-inch extent. And let's go right in. There, I got it. Alright, let's get a ratchet on there. We'll go get a different ratchet. Oh, that's the last one's the tightest one. There we go. It's a little bit tight. We do have this wire is fastened down there somewhere. Make sure that bolt's out. Alright, let's see if this wire, yeah, it's on a little thing down here. don't know how we're going to get that out of there. There, I got it. Why'd they put a wire in there like that? Well, hopefully that one's out. I need to snake that wire out of there. That's ridiculous. Okay, I think we just got one bolt left. Gotta go the other way. Alright, if we unclip it right there, that'll give us a little extra room. She's kind of brittle. And it broke off. But we did what we gotta do. Alright, here's this contraption. Completely shot. Alright, let's see what we gotta do to get this built out of here. Behind the tensioner here, that's the problem. Alright, there we go. It's not too terrible, but we're replacing it. She must have an oil leak. Alright, we're going to need some Scotch-Brite, some gasket cleaners. Alright, let's remove this gasket and see what we're dealing with here. That does not look the greatest shape. And they did not send me one. Yeah, so we're gonna reuse it. If it leaks, we'll have to figure that out. Be fairly easy to replace it if it does. Okay, so there's that. Let's clean that pipe up. That's what I brought this stuff for. So we're just gonna grab underneath this pipe. Give her a good rubbing. Alright, that's good for me. Let's scrape this. We'll back drag it. Okay. Let's wipe it off. A little bit left in there. There we go. Let's give her this Scotch-Brite. I think we got that clean. Let's wipe it off. Alright, let's get the new pump ready. I got some stuff in there. Alright, good. Well, we got some male JV8. Let's cut off this little corner and see if we can get some out of there. Doesn't look very good. Alright, let's just put a little bit. There we go. So we're going to put a little bit on this one. Not very much. Just like that. That'll lube up the gasket and seal it. Alright, switch gears on this thing. Let's get this thing down in there. Just wondering if we should sneak that belt. Yep, let's get the belt diagram up. I don't see one on the car. Let's go to O'Reilly's and get the belt diagram. We might sneak this belt in there right now. Go over here to O'Reilly's. Recent vehicles. This is a 2013 and we're going to have to refresh this. So you got to refresh O'Reilly's every time. Every day. 2013 Malibu. Vehicle data and specs. Let's go specifications, built, Serpentine belt illustration. So it goes around the tensioner like that. I don't think it should be behind the tensioner. So it goes all the way around, goes around everything and then backside on the tensioner. So around the crankshaft, then back around the tensioner. So we do got to get it around us. Like that. Now this belt's going to be a nightmare. I can already tell. We might have to get underneath the car to do this. Back to the generator. I don't know, we're getting closer. If I can see that generator now. You know, none of this is gonna stay on there, you know, right? We're just getting it closer. Just gotta feed it up around the crankshaft. Got stuck on the... It's kind of a tense situation. There, it slipped onto the crankshaft around the air conditioning. And we are on the alternator. Alright, we're doing good. Let's get this back in there before that Maho stuff dries. Silicone. Snake it around this wire. And we got dirt on it. Bring it back up here, clean that dirt off. Here. Let's try a different approach. Down here first. Go around this wire. Alright, we're getting closer now. Get it above this, get the coolant pipe. Go inward, yeah, I think we're there. There's one bolt started. Can I get this electric ratchet on this one? Damn close. If I had a different extension, I could. Let's try this setup. Let's just get it started by hand. Cannot. Holy. What happened to it? Here it is. Alright, there, I'm started by hand. I think I can get that ratchet in there. Alright, now the bottom bolt. Let's get that started, if we can. Not remembering which setup we used. Alright, it feels like that's it. Will it stay there? Alright, we're snug. Tight. Tight. Let's get the ratchet. She's right under there somewhere. I think there's a little hole right here I'm supposed to look down. No, I can't see nothing through that hole. I got it. That's tight. That's tight. That's tight. Got her all tight. Let's plug in these. This wire's got to clip down into this hole. Got it. Let's get the connector back on here. Got it. Let's slide the little red clip up. Got it. Should we put the belt on? What kind of apparatus do we need? That looks like a 1/2 inch hex in there. That's what it looks like. Alright, let's get the belt tool. That's right here. Get the 1/2 inch. Oh, all right, we're going to need the other part of this tool. Oh, shoot. Yeah, let's do this again. I think if we put it right there. See what that does for us. That did a lot. I think we're on. Let's look over here. Yeah, we're definitely on there. As far as I could tell, we are on it. Alright, let's finish this up. Now, is this bolt? Yeah, it's just missing. It's not broken. We gotta put that. Is that? That's the outlet, I think. Could be wrong. It doesn't matter if I am. Let's get a little of that silicone on here. That's right here. Just need a light fub on this side. Let's put a little on this side. There we go. Happy with that. And this goes on like this. So we'll lift up that pipe. Got it. Let's slap that back over there. Get these two bolts. Alright, that one started. Alright, let's get a ratchet. Yeah, we use this guy. Yeah, I think that started. Snug. Tight. Tight. Alright, let's get that shield back on. We're gonna need a new bolt. Before that, let's get this hose on. Where does this wire go through at? There we go. Just needs to be twisted a little bit. There we go. Oh, give me that back. Alright, this is the one that broke off. Alright, went right back in. Perfect. And then this one, we can't put on yet because we need to put this on. So snake that through there. Oh, went back down in there a lot easier than I came out. So we need a couple bolts. We need this one, and we need one more of these. Let's go over here to the bolt collection. I think it's this drawer. There we are. So there's one of those. This one's a little bit longer. This one should work. I don't think we need threads all the way. If we do this one, it's perfect. Alright, let's go. Any other guys got a big pile of bolts? I save all my old bolts for this, stuff like this. Yep, I went and got the tool for this, and I'm not even using it. Here it is. So it's a little magnetic driver bit. Makes my life a lot easier. get it started in there. That seems like a pretty long bolt. Somebody obviously was working on this before because I didn't put this bolt back in. Alright, they're all started. Which way does this go? It goes just like this. Goes on there like that. Connected. Locked. Alright, let's get them tight. We don't need this piece of paper anymore. Gonna have to get a little extension for this, I think. Alright, good enough for me. Oh yeah. Alright, we are ready for coolant. And I don't think we're going to be able to put this old coolant back in, but we'll check it out. So we'll go over here. Put this guy away. I don't really like this one. I should have got the gear wrench one. It is what it is. I got what I got and I gotta use it. So I have a jug over here. That's what I use. I'll put it up here. Grab the funnel, grab the screen, put it in there. So we'll come back down over here to where the mess is. I'm gonna have to clean this up now. We'll just screen this out. That don't look good enough to use. But you know, it's inside the engine that way too, so we're gonna put this back in and then we'll add to it. Let's go rinse this out. Pour it in, and we're gonna need that funnel. I'll filter it twice. Okay. Let's find some Dex Cool in here. Alright, we'll get her now. Charger. The belt is tracking good. Now let's get the heater on hot. Alright guys, that's how you replace the water pump on a 2013 Malibu with the 2.5 liter. Hopefully, I got to take it out for a test drive, but I'm ending this video here. It had some codes in there. I'm going to see if I can figure those out. But yeah, we got heat in there. So yeah, hopefully you guys are all having a good day. Today is Friday. Hopefully you guys are all working hard and getting something done and maybe quit early. I might quit early. I got to go to Rochester and get some supplies. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Catch me next time.